welcome to today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my skincare routines. The last skincare video I did was my skincare collection, and that was already like a year and a half ago. Before we get into it, I would love if you would consider subscribing down below if you have not already, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And let's get into it. First thing I do is obviously removing my makeup, and for that I use either a cleansing balm or I use a makeup remover wipe. Yes, you guys, I know it's horrible, but sometimes I'm just really tired and I will just go in and use a makeup wipe even though I know they're not the best for your skin. But I do love to use a cleansing balm as much as I possibly can. I have my Pharmacy Clearly Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm here that I'm going to use. I also really like the one from the Inkey List. That one is really affordable and you get so much product in that. It also comes in a squeezy tube so it's less messy. But that one is definitely a lot thicker and more of like an ointment or like thick cream type of texture, and so sometimes I just want something that rinses away a little bit easier. So we're gonna go in with this one and show you guys the rest of the products and the routine. I'm gonna bring the camera over here so that I can look in the mirror while I'm doing my skincare. I just thought we'd do this for a little bit better lighting for the intro, but okay, so my camera is in a little bit of a makeshift position because of my tripod situation. Wow, I just realized I don't have earrings in my first piercing. That's great. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with that cleansing balm, the Pharmacy Clearly Clean. And this is really nice because it comes with a little like scoop, so you don't have to stick your fingers in there. And I'll just do like, let's see. This is what the product looks like, by the way, just a plain white balm. I'll take like that much, so like nice little scoop. What I will usually do is kind of just like, oh, sorry if I'm going out of focus, by the way, you guys, but I'll kind of just like pat a little bit of water on my face because the water does kind of help break everything down a little bit. And then I'll just kind of, you can't see, sorry, sprinkle some on my fingers and start rubbing that together in my hands. I'm gonna make a mess here, I already know it, but that's just life. I do, even if I'm not filming it. I just go in. I need those little like wrist things to keep the water from running down your arms. I'm just gonna go and melt off my eye makeup. Okay, you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this on camera. I'm gonna try to rinse it off on camera. Once I have the majority of that rinsed off, I'm gonna go in with my Foreo Luna 2. I think this is the 2. Yeah, I don't use this when I'm in the shower. I'll just go in with my cleanser and my hands. But if I'm washing my face at the sink, I like to use this little guy because it's just really enjoyable. It gives you like a very mild kind of exfoliant, and I love the texture. Currently, I'm using this Dermadoctor Cockadoo C Brightening Daily Cleanser, Toner, and Makeup Remover. I don't think I will purchase this once I run out. This was actually sent to me, but I do like it. I do enjoy it. It works great. It doesn't burn my eyes really or anything. I just tend to like something that's either a little bit more creamy or a little bit more like a gel texture. And this is more of like a thin, liquidy, clear face wash, which is totally fine. I'm just a texture person. This is still a good one though. I have so much product in here. It's taken me forever to go through this. It's just, anyways, I take some, put it on the Foreo. I just kind of like sprinkle some water on that again and go in and start cleansing. And then I'll just go ahead and rinse all that cleanser off of my face. I'm not going to move the camera this time though because that was a little chaotic. Okay, and then once I have rinsed that off, what I usually like to do if I was wearing makeup, a little cotton round. I cannot live without cotton rounds. And then I will grab my Rosewater. This is just pure Rosewater spray. And I will use this as like, I do a lot, a toner. So, oh, I hope I don't get any on the lens. I will use this as a toner, just go over my face and make sure there is no makeup left on it because you guys know there is residue often. Sometimes there's just like makeup at the edges. I will go against my hairline like this, as you guys can see, because I do blend into my hairline. And there you see there's a little bit of makeup residue. Oh, this cotton pad is falling apart. And then for the rest of the routine, I kind of have a few different like combinations or things that I do. So before I talk about the moisturizer and serum and eye cream that I also really like, I want to talk about this product because this is like my holy grail, one of my favorite skincare products. I've talked about this for so long on my channel. This is the Body and Burdened Beauty Blend number 1. A woman on Instagram does this. She has like a small shop and she makes these oils herself. They're incredible. She has one for aging skin, one for oily acne prone skin, and then this just normal number 1 blend. My skin is pretty normal as far as like the amount of oil it produces or how dry it is. It's pretty average, but I do get breakouts, and this just smells so just herbally and beautiful, and I love using this at night. I will slather it all over my face and sleep like that, and I always feel like it helps my breakouts. But since when I use this, it's literally a one-step routine sort of. I'm going to show you guys what I do when I'm not using this because it's a little bit more in depth and you can kind of see more of the steps, if that makes sense. When I'm not using that oil, I will go in with my Pharmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum. This is so beautiful. I love the texture of this. It smells like Manuka honey, and it's just a really lovely serum. And then I will go in with my Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. This is the one I'm going through right now, and I really like this because I feel like it's soothing for my skin, and I also feel like this helps my breakouts. But I don't really love that it doesn't leave my skin looking juicy and moisturized, if that makes sense. I love a moisturizer that kind of feels a little bit tacky because it's so moisturizing and just thick and lush. And this isn't really that. This is more just soothing, and it is really moisturizing, but it doesn't leave me with that feel, if you know what I'm saying. Still really like this, and I'm going through this right now. I also just got this with my Sephora order, the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. It's just a little mini size. I used it today. I really liked the thick, moisturizing texture of it. But I will say this one sunk into my skin pretty fast as well. It didn't leave me with that like really moisturized look. I feel like it left my skin looking moisturized and nice, but just not quite what I was expecting for how thick this was. I'm still trying this one out, so I think we'll stick with my regular products for today. And then I used this Olga Lorenzen, the eye cream. They sent me some of these a while ago, and I really enjoy this thick texture. It's just really nice and just so enjoyable to use. I feel like it makes my under eyes just feel like plump and beautiful, and it does leave me with that moisturized look.
Apparently I forgot the word dewy and like a million other synonyms to that for this entire video, so please excuse that.
That I love. So even though I'm not generally an eye cream person, I have really been enjoying this. So I was going to talk about those products as I use them, but that didn't end up happening. So quickly, I'll just do a little montage of me applying these. About a pump and a half. And there we have it. I do feel moisturized and my skin is feeling good. I will say this is not the best time to be filming a skincare routine because my skin is breaking out more than normal. It's hormones, you know. This is not a good example of how my skin usually looks, but this is a good example of real life and real skin, and that this just happens sometimes. So that is the moral of the story, I guess. Anyways, quickly, I do want to mention my 2 favorite masks. If I decide to do a mask, these are the ones that I grab for. First one is this Herbivore Blue Tansy Resurfacing Clarity Mask. I love blue tansy. It's such a good ingredient, and it also smells really good. In here, though, it's a little bit unique. Definitely like kind of a strong scent, but in a way it's interesting. It's like a green goop. You can't really see on camera, you guys, because this is like kind of liquidy, but it does that like whole chemical exfoliant thing and just makes your skin feel so smooth and lovely. I also have another one that I really like as well. Let's see, I just have it right here, so I'll show you guys. The Ordinary one. This is also like a chemical exfoliant mask, but this one is really intense on the skin. It makes your skin feel incredible, but it's so strong that I don't grab for it just because it's not like the most enjoyable experience, just because it's like really intense on your face, but it does do the job. So that one is a lot more affordable. And if you want something like this that's more affordable, maybe check that one out. I just prefer this one a little bit more because of the formula, but even though this packaging is pretty, it's not the easiest to use something this thin in like a tub. So that's the only downside other than the price. And then the other mask I also really love is this red kaolin clay from the Navi brand. My friend owns this brand and she has a little online shop, but she is not in business right now. She hasn't been selling on there. So I really hope that she at some point continues to sell on there and that she will bring back her lovely clays and her moisturizer, because I need a restock of that. Love that moisturizer. But this is pure red kaolin clay, and I love this for just a good detox for my face. It really pulls everything out of the pores, and it's just my favorite clay mask. So that is pretty much it for like my go-to basics, like the things that I use the most, other than my lip balm. I have in my bathroom this pawpaw ointment, which I really like. By my bed, I have a fresh lip balm, and I just have different ones all over my house that I use. I really like the Summer Fridays one. That one's in my beauty room though. So I'll just put this on my lips. I have a bunch that I love, to be honest, you guys. And that moisturizes my lips and finishes off my skincare routine for the night. If you guys are curious about what I do in the morning, honestly, most of the time I will take a little cotton round like this, my Rosewater spray that I used earlier, and I will just go ahead, spray that, use it like a toner, wipe my face down, and apply a little bit of moisturizer. I keep it very simple in the morning, so I don't really feel like it's necessary to film that separately for you guys. These are my go-to products. Like I said about the cleanser, I think once I repurchase a cleanser, it's gonna be the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I'm obsessed with that one. I miss it. I haven't used it in so long. I love the texture. I love the smell. It's just so nice and gentle. And I am looking for a moisturizer that leaves my skin just a little bit more like plump and juicy looking. I will say, when I layer this moisturizer with the pharmacy serum, I do get that kind of effect. So I do really appreciate that. I just want something that I can switch it out with. So other than that, love these products. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Not super like aesthetic, but honestly lately I haven't been too inspired in that department, or like it's just a lot of work filming for 2 channels. So that's sort of a shameless plug. Check out my second fragrance channel if you have not yet. It's linked down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that you will subscribe if you have not yet. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my updated wavy curly wash day hair routine.